Is this the kind of movie that is going to completely shock you and make you feel, oh my god, what the hell have we watched? That was amazing. No. But it is still a good one-time watch. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I will be sharing my thoughts on the Disney Plus Hotstar release Malayalam film 12th Man, which is directed by Jeethu Joseph and it stars Mohanlal in the lead role. So me and Nona did a live watch along of this film on his channel, and we actually shared our primary thoughts immediately after the film got over. In its entirety, this was quite a decent watch for me. I would say that this is really an above average film. It's not a masterpiece of Jeethu Joseph, but this movie has a lot of positive things which makes it a good, engaging watch at the end of the day. The biggest thing that the movie had going for itself were the character sketches, and I say this because the ensemble cast of this film is huge, and to make every character stand out is not an easy job. But K.R. Krishna Kumar did a fabulous job in establishing all of these characters, how they behave, what they think, how are the dynamics with each other, because that really helps us as an audience in the second half of the movie. Because when the movie comes to the point that the investigation has to start, I am already interested and I'm already invested in all of them. We also see throughout the journey of this film that how each character has their own personal demons or secrets which they really don't want to reveal it to the outside world, even to their closest friends or spouse. But on the flip side, we also see that when the investigation part is happening in that single room which Mohanlal is conducting, they really do value their friendship, and they really are, even in the worst of the situations and circumstances, are trying to safeguard each other in some way or the other. As an audience, it gave me actually time to think about it and process that information and make my own assumptions that who could be that person that Mohanlal has to pin down. I think the only underwhelming thing about the writing, and this is really not a negative, it just felt underwhelming to me, and I think as well as to Nona, that the final twist when it happened, or the big reveal when it happened, it just wasn't as shocking as we had expected it to be. And I think that expectation comes because Jeethu Joseph was the director, and also because the previous twist or the previous big reveals were really shocking. But then when we see the lives of these characters and how they are and how they are valuing their friendship and their dynamics, the twist and the climax makes sense. If you just compare it with Jeethu Joseph's previous film, say Drishyam 2 for example, because that was his last installment, you know, George Kutty as a character had a lot of time to think and plan. Like, George Kutty was a meticulous planner, so the final reveal was absolutely shocking, and we knew that yes, this is something that a character like George Kutty could do. But the same does not apply in this case, because all of these friends do not have a thinking pattern like that. So yes, from the character's point of view and from their behavioral point of view, this ending makes absolute sense. Is it underwhelming? Yes. But was it poor execution? No, I don't think so. Now, talking a little bit more about Jeethu Joseph's direction, I really liked it. It's not his best, but it's not bad either. Contrary to popular belief, I actually enjoyed the way he directed the second half of this film. For a lot of people, that was a really slow burn, but not to me. It's because I was completely invested and I really wanted to find out what is going to happen next, and he kept that mystery intact. I remember till the very last minute of this film that me and Nona were watching, we were thinking, oh no, I think a big reveal is going to happen now. Oh no, something is going to get revealed now. So at least, you know, kudos to Jeethu Joseph for making us believe that. Now, when it comes to the edit, pacing wise, I had no issues, but I think scene wise, couple of scenes could have been easily chopped off from the first half because it bears no context in the second half. And I say this because this is a Jeethu Joseph film. So me and Nona, while we were watching the film, we were saying that, you know, let's remember these particular scenes and dialogues. Maybe it will be useful and maybe it'll come back in the, you know, latter half of the film, because that is usually what we are used to in a Jeethu Joseph film. But that did not happen for so many scenes. So I think that they could have chopped them off to make, you know, the narrative much more crisper and tighter. Okay, now coming to background score. Now this here, I was a little bit disappointed in this department, and it's not that the score was bad. It's just that the score, I feel, was misplaced in so many instances. Specifically after that particular tragedy happens, there are so many places where you get that upbeat comedic music which was not at all required, and it constantly kept putting me off because I was thinking, okay, a huge tragedy has happened. Fine, you want to give a sarcastic tone to a scene a little bit, but just, you know, let the actors do that job. Don't put an extra layer of music because it just sounded weird to my ears. Next, coming to the cinematography, it was nicely done, nothing out of the ordinary, but it was quite decent. But I want to, you know, applaud the VFX team, because along with the cinematography, we had a lot of transition shots, and they were quite interesting and very well placed. Though in certain scenes it was pretty much visible that, oh, you know, this VFX is being done, and now the transition shot is going to happen. But that's just a nitpick. Honestly, I enjoyed all of the transition shots. Coming to the performances, the actors did their parts well, and yes, like I said, the character sketch done by the writer was very well done in establishing all the character arcs and behaviors. But it is the actor's performance that made me invested in all of them. I specifically liked Leona, who played the character of Fida, and Priyanka, who played the character of Annie. Loved Lalita's performance as usual. He was in his form. I mean, he didn't even have to try because he's so good at his job. Specifically, you see such a flip in the first half and the second half, where in the first half he's playing this drunkard guy and his comic timing is so good and it's so subtle, you don't even feel like he's trying to force a laugh out of you. And in the second half, when he's the investigating officer, his demeanor completely changes, his dialogue delivery, the way he's talking, all of that. It's just the transition itself is so believable, and Lalita, of course, knows how to pull it off. So is this a masterpiece? No, absolutely not, but it is still a good, enjoyable watch for a single time. And yes, those were my thoughts on the Disney Plus Hotstar Malayalam film 12th Man. Share in your thoughts in the comments below, and yes, I will sign off now and I will see you soon on my next video. Bye.